Now, here's something I didn't know. Maybe some of you knew. Some of the older people probably knew. But here's something I didn't know that maybe you don't know that I'm going to share with you. The Black Panthers started a free breakfast program in the community in 1969. So they may have been the first to start a free breakfast program for children in 1969. Now, the Panthers started the free breakfast program because hunger and poverty made it difficult for many poor black children to learn in school. That's very difficult. You got to go to school and you got to listen to this teacher talk, and your stomach growling, and you irritated because you didn't eat anything, and you was rushed out the door, rushed off to school, and you didn't eat nothing. In 1968, most poor children went to school hungry and stayed hungry. The National School Lunch Program provided reduced price, but not free lunches for poor children. And the National School Breakfast Program was limited to a few rural schools. To address this need, the Panthers initiated the free lunch program at St. Augustine Church in Oakland, California in January 1969. That's what people that's what people in the community got to get back to doing. If there's a issue or a need in the community, organize and do it ourselves. That's what we got to get back to doing. Bobby Seale planned the program with Father Earl Neal and parishioner Ruth Beckert Smith, who coordinated the program and recruited neighborhood mothers. The breakfast program quickly spread to chapters in 23 cities by the end of the year. Local businesses, churches, and community-based organizations donated, sometimes with community pressure, space for the program and nutritious food like eggs, grits, toast, and milk. The Panthers fed more than 20,000 children nationally in 1969. See what happens when we organize and stick together and work together. Other people want to work with us and pitch in and donate. You see that even today when we organize and stick together, all of a sudden $1 million come out of somewhere. Somebody donating to a black cause. 10 million coming from over here. You may not know the donors, but like I said, you do have good people that want to stick with us. But first, we need to stick with us and organize and stop all the negative fighting and drama. What we fighting about when we got all these issues that need to be fixed. By 1971, at least 36 cities had a breakfast program. In a 1969 U.S. Senate hearing, the government found out that they being outdone. Here we go. In a 1969 U.S. Senate hearing, the National School Lunch Program administrator admitted that the Panthers fed more poor children, school children, than did the state of California. I'm going to repeat that. The Panthers fed more poor school children than the state of California in 1969. Now that's a heck of a program. You feed more children than the school system in the state of California, which ain't no little bitty state. This is a big old state. And so this program has to be labeled successful, and one of the ones that should go down in history. The Black Panthers started it. All right, let's see what else here. The breakfast program's enormous success drew attention from the FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover. Like I said, you can't outdo the government or the governor or the mayor. Here they go. He stated that all the radical black groups, the Panthers, were the greatest threat to internal security of the country. Organizing a community to come together and stick together and fight for black causes and feeding the school children. And you're saying that the Panther Party is the biggest threat. That's crazy. Black Panther parties was the biggest internal security of the country because of their free lunch program. Because of a free lunch program. That's how crazy things were. Hoover recognized that through the programs, the Panthers captured the loyalty of many black children by giving them free breakfast. They capture their loyalty. You know how you capture people's loyalty? You listen to them. If they ask you for this and that, you listen to them and try to fix their problems. But it's a good thing that these people in the community fed these other people in the community and they stuck together. That's how you get the power. That's how you get things done. He was also angry that the breakfast program won liberal whites and moderate black support. Like I said, when we organize and stick together and other people see that, you have people want to help us. But it don't look right for a non-black to come in and do everything for us, which we always today still asking for somebody to come and do everything for us. No, we need to start doing it ourselves. And people with money will come out of nowhere and help the cause. But it can't be a situation like the Black Lives Matter, where people doing the wrong things with the money and we end up embarrassing ourselves because we ain't doing right. Somebody come and help us out and we ain't doing right. Hoover perversely justified FBI attempts to destroy the program because it potentially the greatest threat to efforts by authorities to destroy what the Black Party stands for. So Hoover thought by the Black Panther Party doing something good and a lot of people standing behind them, that the people will forget that the Black Panther Party is supposed to be negative and not positive. He didn't want them to be looked at in a positive light. He wanted them to keep their negative view of them. Crazy. If somebody doing something good, you give them their good recognition. You don't come and point out the bad, because people do change. People don't always stay the same. People do change. And with this Black Panther Party, it was all about organizing the community against the wrong done against blacks. It wasn't about trying to take over the country or trying to destroy other people. It was just them organizing and standing up and sticking together. The FBI's attempt to destroy the program included sending forced letters to stores to discourage them from donating food, spreading rumors that the food was poisoned, and even raiding sites while children ate. And you're going to raid these places while children eat. Wow. And nobody feels sorry for the blacks and all this crazy stuff they went through. And the FBI is raiding these lunch places while the kids eat. Back then. Just so they can destroy what the good that the Panthers is doing in the community. Wow. But, like I said, I'm spreading this story because I didn't know, and I wanted you to know, that the Black Panthers may have been the first to start the free breakfast program in the morning for children in 1969 in the Oakland, California church. And that's also saying the Panthers free breakfast program focused national attention on the urgent need to give poor children nutritious meals so they could be successful in school. In 1973, this attention helped lead to Congress' dramatic increase in funding of the National School Lunch Program so poor children could get free lunches. The Panthers free breakfast program spotlighted the limited scope of the National School Breakfast Program and helped pressure Congress to authorized expansion of the program to all public schools. So I guess at one point, some public schools was eating lunches and maybe had some type of free lunch breakfast program, but not all public school had it. So what they're saying here in 1975, it expanded to all public schools, no matter where they was at, how big they was, how little they was. Everybody eat now. Thanks to this Black Panther program, free breakfast program, that kind of put pressure on the states and the country to offer food for kids instead of just have them sit there all day and study and listen and without eating. I can't believe they did that, but according to this, not every school was eating. So shout out to Black Panthers for starting a free breakfast program. You know, even though they were attempting to recruit and organize and bring people in, but the program did more good than one can ever imagine. And so the Black Panther program needed credit for that, in my eyes. So shout out to them. And it's a story, like I said, I didn't know, and I brought it to you in case you didn't know. I know older people probably know. But once again, shout out to Black Panther program. Just my 2 cents on it, I'm out.